By the end of the lesson, I should be able to divide integers using rules. Again, here's the MD triangle. We're going to use the triangle when multiplying and dividing integers. A couple things to remember. The first thing is that if both signs are the same, the sign for the answer is positive, and if the signs are different, the sign of the answer is negative. These 4 steps are going to be the same as multiplication, except you'll see that the multiplication word that was read is now dividing that is read. So the first step is going to be to draw the MD triangle on your assignment. The second step is to use your fingers to cover up the integer symbols of the 2 integers you are dividing. The third is write down what integer symbol is visible where you are going to write your answer, and then multiply the 2 integers. And I just caught this, and maybe you did, but this should be divide the 2 integers. So 4 divided by -4, you're going to see most of my examples as a fraction because I would like you to get used to seeing and writing your division like this. You might be used to seeing 4 divided by -4. That's the same thing. However, proper notation from now on, I would like it to look like this one. Okay? So, same steps. I'm going to cover up my MD triangle with a +4 for the top 4 and a -4 for the bottom 4. So my answer is going to be negative, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. So 4 divided by -4 is -1. All right, we're going to have a little bit of order of operations in this one. I'm going to have to multiply underneath before I can divide. So I need to multiply -5 times -2. So I have a negative covered up for the 5 and a negative covered up for the 2. So my bottom, or my denominator, is going to be a +10. So we have a +10. So now I have 90 divided by 10. A +90 divided by a +10 is going to be a positive, and our answer is 9. Right? I have a -16 divided by a -1. I'm covering up a negative for the 16 and a negative for the 1. So I'm going to have a positive answer. 16 divided by 1 is just 16. Again, a little bit of order of operations. I need to do what's on top first. We've solved this in our multiplication video. So the absolute value of -8 is 8, and the absolute value of 8 is 8, and a +8 times a +8 is a +64. So we have a +64 in our numerator, and we have a -2 in our denominator. So I'm going to use my MD triangle. I have a +64, and I have a -2. So my answer is going to be negative because I have a negative showing, and 64 divided by 2 is 32. So I have a -32 as my final answer. -49 divided by 7. I'm going to cover up a negative for my 49 and a positive for my 7. So my answer is going to be negative, and 49 divided by 7 is 7. So my final answer is -7. Last one, order of operations again, because I have more than 2 numbers being divided. So I'm going to concentrate what's inside the red box first. So I have a -24, so I'm going to cover up my negative symbol for a 24. And I'm going to cover up a positive for the 2. So I have -24 divided by 2 is going to give me a negative answer. 24 divided by 2 is 12. I'm going to bring down my divide by -3. Now I'm going to have to move my hands because I have one negative that's covered up, and the other negative is going to have to be covered up for -12 and -3. So my answer is going to be positive, and 12 divided by 3 is a +4.